shout out my homie JR. Dopest natives alive, baby. Let's go.
Dopest natives alive.
Dopest natives alive.
Give me chills.
The dopest natives alive, Northside Bay. Boom.
Baby, oh, this will be the last time we make love. Baby, oh, you got a lot of problems. You can go and solve them on your own. I had to make me hate you to give up on us. Didn't think that I'd still miss you, didn't get that far. Doesn't matter where you are or where you like a scar. Doesn't matter how far we are, you live inside my heart. Like when does it end? Want you out of my head, want you out of my head.
Yeah, we about to turn up in here, Dopest Natives Alive studio. They're dancing in the building, they're rocking the house down the hallway, they're shaking the walls. Once again, we're back at you. Welcome back, everybody. It's Dopest Natives Alive. Rich Unk, your favorite uncle, back in the house, and I got a guest here all the way from across the nation, from the Six Nations Reservation. We got Semiah in the house, everybody.
Sego Sewaguego. I'm so happy to be here. Semiah Yungyats. And yeah, I'm so excited to do this interview.
So excited to be here. Hey, and it's never too late for a little...
Yeah, okay, let's go.
We should have cued that in a couple of seconds ago, but I'm a little rusty, a little dusty, but I sure ain't musty. I'll tell you that, okay? I made sure I was fresh and clean for
that
this
makes one of us.
Right?
You're
Right.
carrying the team there.
Well, we're glad to have you here. You know, we finally got to connect. I know we were trying to get everything organized. Everyone's busy in Indian country, and it's good. It's good that as Indigenous people, we got shit to do.
It's summertime.
Right?
Yeah.
We ain't laying around on the mattress in front of the TV eating Ripple chips and dip. We got shit to do.
Yep.
Moves to make, which means, you know, like before we get going, Semiah, you're from the Six Nations Reserve, and I know this is about you, but you also come from a pretty famous bloodline, I would say, because your mom is very recognized.
Yeah.
And your father's very recognized.
Yeah.
And Santee Smith.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when natives very first started popping, APTN, we started to see your mom, and we would see Jennifer Podemski, the Podemski sisters, and the Miracles, I believe.
Yeah.
And then I met the Miracles when I ran a youth program. Sherry Miracle came through.
Yeah. She was just at my show yesterday.
Was she?
Well, 2 days ago now, yeah.
Which is sweet because her sister is in a relationship with my cousin Breon. So
there we go.
Yeah, Sheila Miracle. So,
yeah.
And
so are we triple related now?
Right. So we were connecting the dots. Exactly. This is Indian country.
Only in Indian country.
Right. So I will say my part because your dad is George Leach, who was one of my favorites. Again, groundbreaking because I love blues music, grew up with it. And to see an Indigenous guy rock out, I remember that feather hanging from his guitar and just the way he was jamming with the soul and the spirit that he was exuding was just so moving for me. And it was a very proud moment to see that, especially seeing the airplay that it was getting. And later on to find out that my uncle Ron Wallace, who was married to my aunt, was his relation.
Oh, so that's on the island then.
Ron is from Mount Curry. Okay, maybe we're not related. It might be all cap. No. Okay. So Ron is from Mount Curry, from Little Wat people.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yes, I don't believe your dad is from Mount Curry. I believe he's further down in the Lillooet area.
Yeah, Lillooet, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess they're just like neighbors and just over there, they're mountains.
Yeah.
So they're related, as I was told. And then your mom, etc. So it's cool that that was a big influence for you.
Yeah, well, it's so interesting. Like I grew up dancing for my mom, and I remember I got my first passport photo or whatever when I was like 6 months old because, you know, I had to take my first flight at 6 months old. Actually, no, 6 months old, yeah, to Banff. So like I was there when she was doing all of her stuff, and I think, yeah, I feel really privileged to have grown up in a family where I've always been, you know, so exposed to art. Not only just art, but also like Indigenous artists and art as well. So I've always felt like really, just really confident in knowing who I was from such a very young age. And I just feel like there's a lot of privilege in that. And, you know, I'm so thankful for my family for instilling that in me. And, you know, like my mom is a very talented dancer, but also her parents are traditional pottery artists. So my grandparents were part of a lineage that revived our traditional pottery practices on Six Nations as well. So, you know, she had that upbringing, and I got to get that from them because I grew up with my mom and my grandparents. So I'm always like, I grew up super tradish because like I grew up in an intergenerational household. And so I got to learn a lot from them, and it was just so interesting. And like, even before that, my great uncle is Jay Silverheels, who played Tonto in The Lone Ranger.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But, and I think like what kind of struck for me is that like, oh my gosh, like I come from a lineage of like amazing Indigenous artists. And, you know, what is my mark that I'm going to put on the world as an Indigenous artist? So I'm still trying to find that now. But to start from that kind of beginning, I feel, you know, has been really insightful for kind of what I want to say with my music or where I'm going.
Yeah. I mean, not only are you a matriarch and a strong Indigenous woman that is, you know, has all the power where that comes from, to be rooted in your own country, your own land, this is where you're from. And that itself, you can stand firm in the face of any adversity and barriers people present for you. But on top of that, you come from a lineage so strong. So there should almost be no room for doubt, but I know there can...
Oh, there's always room for doubt.
Right?
Yeah.
To find the strength and lean into what you have, the foundation you have is very, very powerful to find the strength to persevere the naysayers or anybody else that doesn't see the vision. And at the end of the day, I would say, you know, my uncle is his top.
Well, it's so funny. My mom and I went to Hollywood, and we went to Hollywood Boulevard, and he has a star down there. So I was like, yo.
See, that's sick. Right next door. Next one is be Semiah right there.
Yeah. I reserved that one right there.
Yeah, for sure. We reserved it like 500 years ago.
Yeah. It's being reserved.
Right. And then being your grandparents are pottery and stuff, doing the pottery from Six Nations. I had the opportunity to go stand on the doorsteps of the residential school there last summer.
Yeah, the Mushroom.
And to feel that, feeling. Did your grandparents attend that school at all, or?
My grandparents didn't. I know my great-great-grandmother did, though. Attended when she was 2 years old.
Yeah.
On my grandfather's side, and that side has always been more religious on that side, and I think it started obviously from that. And so there's a lot of crazy history to learn about there. And then my dada's side, though, and I was more traditional and like was able to escape that kind of like that history and that trauma. So yeah, and we're very matrilineal, so I'm like, I identify a lot with that side, I guess. Yeah,
I remember seeing a big church right there.
Yeah.
I think we drove right past the school, but we seen this big church, and we're like, oh, it's got to be around here somewhere, but it was literally right there.
Yeah.
With the mush hole, I know that your mom, she produced a show about that as well.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
I was part of the original iteration and like exploration for making that work.
Yeah.
When I was 17 years old at the time.
Yeah.
When we were making the first choreographies, and we actually were doing that inside the building at the time. So that was pretty intense. Yeah.
I could imagine. And the reason why I bring it up, because my wife is from Six Nations as well, and she talked about the mush hole. So I've heard about it over the years, and got to visit, see the space. But she also wanted to do her own show called Music, Unity, Sharing and Hope. You know, based off of the mush hole, to kind of give it a more positive connotation, you know.
I think that's so important. I was a part of, my mom just did a show called Continuance, and I think like the way that she approaches it is just so beautiful, because you know that was such a place of just so much hurt, violence, trauma, and then to kind of take over that space and be like, despite all of these things that, you know, we were oppressed for, you know, we're here and we're still practicing our culture. So she did, Continuance was going through the Ahandu Gariwatekwan, which is our Thanksgiving address there. So I actually did make a lot of songs in the language going through that there. And there was like a whole video projection, dancing, and then like me singing live there as well. But I think, yeah, that's definitely the way forward, like reclaiming those spaces as, you know, ours. Like all of this stuff had happened to our people to take, you know, our beauty away from us, or like tell us there was something wrong with us. But, you know, just having that inner knowing that like, you know, our culture is important and we're still here despite all of that. Like, I think that's important. And I was so happy to be part of that project. And
you know what, doing this podcasting, being out there open to the interwebs and all the negative people that are out there. I had made a comment the other day talking about that we're not conquered. We're not. We are still here. We're still strong. We're reclaiming our language, our culture and stuff. And man, it just created one of my most viral videos. And it's sad that it takes negativity to go viral. Yeah. But it was just straight cowboys and Indians in the comments. Really? Oh yeah, like, you know, you Indians, this, that. Oh, it was terrible. But you know, that's just another. What you're saying is that we are still here, and it just supports, you know, how. That's just our Indigenous perspective. You don't have to agree with us, but we don't feel like we're a conquered people.
Oh, I know we're not a conquered people. Right? No, we're not. Exactly. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just very interesting. Like one of my videos, I didn't expect it to go crazy, but I was just wearing like hair ties and like did this transition video, whatever. But people liked it and it was cool. But it got found by like alt-right Instagram. Oh, and I was like, oh God, I guess I just was not expecting that, but you know, they're like trolls and I like to troll them back anyways.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's tough not to. Like,
no, it's so funny. I'm like, it's just, I can't believe people with that kind of opinion exist. Like, I don't know. It's just so like with outside of my world that I'm like, oh my God, they're real? Right. It's crazy. It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but I like making fun of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough world out there, but we're built for adversity, and you know, it don't bother me none. You know, I want to make all these response videos, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to spend that much energy, because we're about uplifting people. We're not a political channel. We're just, you know, I feel like everywhere else they got much music, BET and stuff. We don't have nothing for ourselves, you know? And I know that because we are trying to build something for ourselves, they're going to try to snub it out the best as they can. And unfortunately, sometimes it comes from the inside, like our own people are lashing out at us and stuff like that. And it just started happening to me recently, like the last 2 weeks. So when Fawn was here, I said, I'm not important enough yet after she left. Now I'm getting attacked, so I think I finally made the big leagues.
Yeah, no, when you have your first haters, you know you made it. Right. It's true, though. Like, I've definitely gone through that myself already once a little bit. Like, but I didn't expect it to, I feel like I am very confident in what I want to do and my vision. But like once you put art out into the world, it is up to interpretation. Yeah. And I thought that I was ready for that potentially negative feedback, but I don't think nothing could ever really prepare you for that. So I've been through that and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this hurts my feelings as much as it does. But, you know, I moved through that and I feel like ready to do whatever I want.
Right.
too now.
I guess we'll get desensitized, but we were talking about it on the way here that it does. Even though we don't know these people, it does hurt to read these hurtful things.
Yeah.
And it's more so sad that this is where the world's at. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not anti-white or any of that stuff. I'm just trying to move our message forward and create that space. And,
I think if uplifting our people offends other people, like, I don't really care about that opinion.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing. So you're a multi-talented artist. You said that you were making some adjustments to your outfit today. Is that what you're before you're?
I literally, I just like cut this right away and I put little ruffles on the side and I was just like, pretty much.
That's the cool stuff that I can't think of. I'm just making T-shirts.
Yeah, there you go.
Boys and girls, come and out and get them. I'll just say this quickly. Dopest Natives Alive comes out of my pocket. I slave away all week in order to keep this place alive, to create a platform for y'all. So go to our website, buy some merch. Directly supports us so we can continue to have guests and do the stuff we do here. And I need a designer because I want to be more than a T-shirt guy,
Yeah.
And I've been reaching out to some companies to create fashion. And my designs are really male dominated, like hip hop, gangster. Like this ain't gangster, but it's, you know what I mean? So the design part we're talking about, we need more feminine designs that represents the people that are the dopest natives alive. Feminine style.
Yeah.
I guess. So that's a big part of what you do as well.
Yeah, well, it was so funny. I was like I filmed a visualizer for my new song North Star coming out August 21st.
Right.
And I basically made the whole outfit myself. And so I spent a lot of time doing that. And I think for like 3 days before coming out here, I was up pretty much all of those 3 days getting ready for it. Like I should have given myself a lot more time. But I think what really inspires me with at least, I guess the kind of like vibe that I'm going for right now is like I want to be an Indigenous pop star, but almost like from an alternate timeline, as if colonization had never happened. You know what I mean?
Dope concept, yeah.
Yeah, and like I just love playing with like time and stuff like that. So, and I love 80s dark fantasy, but a lot of 80s dark fantasy is very like medieval, which is super cool. Like I love that. But I'm like, okay, what about like Indigenous 80s dark fantasy? Because I see a lot of myself in like films like The Dark Crystal or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, that looks very familiar.
Where that girl takes her eye out and looks around the corner.
Yeah, that's okra. Yeah, I actually sample okra in one of my new songs coming out in November.
Wow.
I'm like, I hope they don't come for me because I haven't cleared it.
That movie's from the early 1900s for you guys that want to look it up.
Yeah. But
So,
like taking inspiration from that and making it my own, and also like, I just feel like right now when I'm in a time of like a lot of research as well, and really I think wanting to look into my own culture for a lot of my own inspiration, and that'll be like going to a lot of museums, seeing like what was our traditional like war paint that we had, or like what was our traditional outfits, what was our traditional way that we presented ourselves. And it's really hard to find Indigenous women in a lot of like the historical paintings or like whatever, because like a lot of that, like at least our history as Indigenous women has been erased, or it's very hard to find, or and like I remember my mom was doing a lot of research on like what is Indigenous femininity, because it's been so influenced by colonization and like has instilled a lot of shame. Like it is very, very hard to pick apart like what has been a part of colonization and who are we, So it's going to be a long period of just asking those questions with elders from my community, a lot of my mentors, and also just like honestly going into the archives of the museums for real, that I can create something like, what would a pop star look like? What would an Indigenous pop star look like if there was never any colonization?
Right. So you do choreography as well.
Yeah.
And what I'm kind of getting up to, and this is, I'm going to feed this to the people so they can come troll me after, is I have an issue with music, or not music. What I have an issue with is how Indigenous people line up down the block to spend $150, $250 a ticket to go see Cardi B. Mm-hmm. How much are they willing to fork out to go see one of our artists, right? It's hard to get them to line up for $20, right? And what I was thinking is that we got the talent. The people got the songs, they got the performance, but the performance, the theatrical part, I guess the, I forget, you probably know a better term for what it's called, but to have the fireworks and the choreography and the dancers, the pyrotechnics, the set design, to make a big show out of it. So you feel like you're getting your money's worth and people want to come see you. I feel like that's what we're missing, like the big production. I guess
that's my thing. I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
And I subscribe to the idea that, I mean, you have to stimulate all senses from a person, sights, smells, sounds, everything. If you can overwhelm all those with your production, you should give a good experience. I think, showing up at these small venues with just the mic and a guy pacing back and forth, rapping his ass off, is just not value in that.
You got to start somewhere, though. You got to start somewhere. I've done a lot of gigs like that. Yeah,
I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is, it would be nice to get the support so we can start putting that type of productions on for our artists. And I think we will start generating the interest and the economic balance, I guess, so that you can actually earn a living.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of, like, we started talking about my family, like, I grew up seeing my mom as an Indigenous woman entrepreneur. Like, she's like girl boss for sure. And, like, she knows every single part of her show. She knows the lighting. She knows, like, ticket sales, like, where's everyone placed, stage plot, all of those things. Like, and she's even, like, in the studio curating, like, the music because it needs to, like, fit with the dancers, and this is happening here. Like, so I've grown up seeing that and seeing like a whole production from, like, a very bird's eye view. So I feel like I have a very theatrical approach to, like, how I want to put on my shows. And I've had the privilege to have, like, like 1 or 2 shows where I have had the budget to, like, basically get to see my whole vision come to life, and that was so cool, and the response was really awesome. But that's definitely where I'm headed for sure, and like I'm just so excited to start doing that.
So if for example, if I said, here's $300,000 to put on your show, what do you think you could do with that?
Oh my gosh, how many shows is it going to be?
Just one show.
Just one show? Definitely. I would love to have pyrotechnics. I would love to hire people also doing, like, confetti, but, like, stamping them out of leaves so it's biodegradable.
You think multi-levels, right?
I do. Right? And, like, even I remember I had a show at the Surrey Fusion Festival, and, like, I had balloons go off, but I made sure they were biodegradable. But that's also, like, that's more money, but I'm like, okay, I'll dish out that money to do that, whatever. And yeah, definitely video projections. I've had a few shows like that. That was so awesome. That's sick. I've never had a budget of $300,000, that's for sure. But then I would love, like, dancers, all of that, like a full band. It would be really cool. And then, like, my big dream is that, like, I can go on one of those little swing things and, like, fly over the audience
100%.
And do, like, the backflips, like Pink.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing too.
I would love to do something like that.
And so what if we designed it all with AI?
No, I'm not for AI for sure.
I'm starting a new company, AI company.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Aboriginal Intelligence.
There you go. We got Aboriginal intelligence right here. Right in here.
Actually, I guess a better...
You got to have a boo on that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This I should have played.
Yeah,
that's
damn.
Aboriginal intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big thing going on about AI and stuff in the community, and it's such a deep conversation to have, and everybody has their opinion on it, and you're such a creative. I could see how it wouldn't sit well with you. And then also biodegradable.
Yeah.
Bio.
My thing with AI is that, like, definitely it can be used as a tool, but I just wish that before these new technologies are released, that there would be like an environmentally sustainable way to like have that. Like, why are we using AI when it's not environmentally sustainable? Whereas we could have just waited like 5 to 10 years and created the right technologies where it's not destroying the planet.
Yeah.
That's my only thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of. I wanted to have a conversation with a few of the people around AI because I know there's a lot of dependence on it within our own communities, and I guess you can make an argument for both ways. My thing was like when you go to the Powell, like this weekend we're vending, there was a whole bunch of single moms and grandmothers and elders that were selling T-shirts that were AI in order to. And they even made posts, please buy something. We need to buy diapers and stuff, right? And it's helping those ones that couldn't. So, I mean, I guess there's I mean, you can look at it from all angles, but definitely.
It's definitely giving more access to people that otherwise wouldn't have had those tools available to them.
Yeah.
But, and, you know, I always, like, with anything, like to use anything in moderation. And that just comes from, like, you know, like we have, at least where I come from, like this idea of skana, which is like balance, you know what I mean? So I've tried to like apply like skana to everything that I do in my life. So everything in moderation for me. Like I've definitely used ChatGPT before, for sure. But like, you know, what is a way that I can use that in moderation? So yeah. And also challenging myself. Like I think looking back at like a lot of these 80s dark fantasy films, like they're hand painting those like backdrops, like, and to me I would love to try and replicate that, you know what I mean?
It was crazy. Like we used to look at those sets and just believe them. Like they look so awesome, and they're so. Now you look back at it, you're like, wow, that was so amazing those days when you watch them move and stuff. And now it's just like so, in a good way, cheesy. Like it's like I can see the guy's hand, you know, like you know, like. But nowadays it's. I remember we got HD TVs. It was like too real. It felt like you're standing in the same room watching these movies.
Yeah.
My brain couldn't adjust to the high definition, like.
Yeah, no, I went to my cousin's house and they would have those HD TVs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't watch this. I gotta go back home.
Right. So you're out here on the West Coast doing your North Star tour. And how's that been going so far?
It's been going really well. I have 2 shows down. I have one more here, and then I have another one in Toronto. But it's been like, obviously, like this tour, I'm also getting out all the bugs as well, because these are like new songs that I'm performing that I've never done live before.
Yeah.
So it's been really interesting, but you know, I've had a lot of really great responses, and it's always going to be nerve-wracking to put yourself on the line with like new art. So you know, it's been going really good. I'm collecting a lot of pre-saves for my song.
That's dope.
Also right now.
And is it okay to categorize your sound as hyperpop?
Yeah, I would say so. Like definitely I'm definitely like not like, I don't even know, it's crazy. I wouldn't say I'm like classical hyperpop, whatever that means. I'm definitely more like pop leaning hyperpop for sure. Maybe like some dark pop in there as well. Yeah,
I mean, I heard a guitar based song on your playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
So you definitely you play guitar, obviously.
No. Well, I do. Actually, not very well.
I've seen video of you playing guitar, so.
Yeah, I have.
That's
I do.
A lie.
I do play guitar, but not like very well. But like, hopefully, I'll be getting
Leach
better.
level.
No. Definitely not. That is not my lane for sure. Right. Well, and it's just like I mean, I think as a part of a show, like when you're thinking about the story of the show and like kind of like the arc of everything, like I love showing that I can actually play an instrument, but I don't like it because I can't wear fun nails.
Yeah. Well, priorities, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, I really want to wear nice nails.
Yeah, I can play everything.
That's why
I got
my
no nails
look like this because I'm playing guitar. But like, ideally, I would love like really fancy nails. I just can't do it.
I actually seen when you did that on one of your videos.
That's the one I got hate on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, alt-right hate.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I'm not
next
sorry.
time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Honestly, it's just like made me want to be like, I'll show you what else I can do after
Right.
all that hate. Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't even a lot. It was just one person, but it's enough.
That's all it takes, you
Yeah.
know, to hurt my little feelings. I got one feeling and they find it every time.
Yeah. It didn't really hurt my feelings. It was more so like, oh, okay, how can I make them more mad, you know?
You know, I got a cousin, actually, well, anyways, she's super hilarious. She's a comedian, and she was like my first interview for this new space. And people just came at her about her weight. You know, they weren't even really listening to what she was saying, and they just made everything about that, and they came at her. And I recently introduced her to Young Elder and Big Auntie, and they met at the powwow, and my wife was there. I stepped away, but
Yeah.
apparently they had the Big Auntie laughs going, and everyone was just looking over at what the hell's going over there. And but anyways, I just thought like maybe they should just start going in the comments and then make an episode of firing back at those guys, you know.
Yeah.
And fight fire with fire, you know.
It's funny. Honestly, like when I see a lot of hate, I think I've had to do a lot of work, even just deciding to become an artist,
Yeah.
to know who I am. Like, I have to know what my message is and like who I am as a person, because you're always going to have all of these differing opinions. Like, some people are telling me like, oh, I should continue doing traditional music, or I should be an R&B soul artist. But like, I know I want to be a hyperpop indigenous artist, like, you know. So I think finding that like inner core of like, who are you, and then so that no one on the outside can really like shake that, you know what I mean? And I think that comes with a lot of like inner work. And yeah, just it's taken a lot of time for me to get here, because I've always been a people pleaser, I feel.
Yeah.
So I guess that journey started way before I wanted to get into music as well. So yeah.
And so can you answer those questions?
Sure. What
What-
questions?
Who is Semiah?
Who is Semiah?
Like,
oh my
is
goodness.
that like you've mentioned that too? It's important. Have you found that place yet, or are you still?
I mean, I don't think I could ever get a solid answer. Like, it's always going to be evolving. But I think, like, yeah, Semiah, oh gosh, that's a really crazy question. Who is Semiah? I definitely feel like I want to promote, you know, I feel like very confident in myself as like an Indigenous woman, and I want to show that like we can be fierce and confident, and like I want to be really unapologetic about my worldviews, about like, you know, I feel very strongly about environmental sustainability, you know, what is also like, what's that called? Like sustainable capitalism as
Yeah.
well, you know, finding ways to do that. Like, and yeah, I don't know if that really answers your question. And I like to make dumb jokes. That's another
Oh.
thing.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
How about strawberry juice? Are you a fan?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I need some good strawberry juice. We hadn't had it for a while. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Do you like it really sweet or like not?
Well, we don't. These kids don't know what sugar tastes like in my house. I've never had sweet
Is that
strawberry
true?
juice. So when I had strawberry juice, I was so excited because it sounded so great.
Yeah.
And my wife likes not to use too much sugar.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's
that's
just
good.
More,
That's
more
good.
natural. And I was just like,
I do like a really sweet strawberry juice,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
but it is a great drink, and we dream about having our own restaurant serving strawberry juice as one
Yeah.
of our staples, and Three Sisters soup and corn soup and all the stuff I've never had yet, or did I? I can't remember if I had any. But the names of these foods don't match what it actually looks like.
Corn soup?
Yeah.
There's corn in there. It just doesn't look like corn on the cob.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I thought I would see. It's like a bean soup.
No, it's it tastes meaty. Like the corn is white corn, which is like our traditional corn.
Yeah.
And it comes in like this hard kernel.
Yeah.
But you have to lye it in like ash, which makes it puff up. But it's really great because you can store that for a long time, right? Like, because it's preserved. And it's so cool with like the ash. When you actually lye it adds really beneficial nutrients through that process when you eat it once it's been lied.
I mean, I just recently was reading that the Three Sisters soup, I believe it is very high in protein and comparable to like eating a steak or something. It's like the protein level.
I don't know about that, but yeah, there's definitely like a lot of protein. Like we were at least like as Haudenosaunee, we're like farmers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good at growing tobacco.
Yeah.
We'll just ask. Well, rest in peace to the tobacco baron. Kenny Hill lived right across from her grandma's house. I drove by and I seen the great big mansion. I was just like, wow. And then I kept going.
Then
down.
we're definitely related. Yeah, I grew up on that like road. Well, I didn't grow up, but like my family's from that road. Then we're definitely related. Then
is that
definitely
was that fourth line, sixth line?
Yeah,
sixth line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and then,
so crazy. We actually are related.
All right, and then we ended up, every second house or every house was like a mansion. It was just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, well-to-do.
Yeah, Six Nations, 6 all the way.
6 and 8 all the way. I don't know what the little hand thing means. That.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
You didn't tell him?
I don't even know what it means.
Oh, I don't know if I can say it on here.
Yeah, it's funny because that's what my son did to Shub when he ran into it. It was crazy. I was like, I hope this means something nice.
No, it doesn't.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we should share what it means. Maybe off camera you can tell me.
Yeah, I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah, my wife hadn't told me yet what it means.
Okay, I'll tell you what it means.
But outside of that, so you're here. We got a sample or a snippet of your new song that's coming August 21st.
Yes.
We'd like to share it. It's North Star. What was the inspiration behind the song?
Well, so North Star, it started like, I read a lot about my relationships, and there was this one in particular where I just don't feel like he really believed that I had the feelings for him that I did, like that I did really, really like him. And for whatever reasons, like I just felt like a lot of that relationship was me trying to say like that I did like him in that way. But unfortunately, like I feel like if you don't do that work, like I can totally understand, like if you don't do that work to like be able to like receive love or like if like have like trust with your partner, like that it might not work out. So it was kind of like just more reflecting on my experience in that relationship where, you know, I was saying like, oh my gosh, you're my North Star. You know, I really do feel these feelings for you. And then also like wondering like, okay, well, I'm like trying to like say all of these things and how I feel. Like, do you also feel the same way? So it was just working through that kind of dynamic, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Well, let's play a little snippet. Share it with the folks out there. Hey, man, you guys are getting a preview.
Can you call me back? Can you let me explain?
You ain't gonna hear it anywhere else, so make sure you stay tuned.
On mission again, you do this every time.
August 21st.
It's after every party, showing too much body, see, and everyone wants it. None of that bothers me. This is where I wanna be.
Yeah, buddy.
In the darkness.
We're gonna turn up here as soon as this is over. We're inviting about 100 people in this little room. We're gonna rave out, glow sticks and all that.
Yeah.
Can we circle back?
Oh, I missed the scratch. That's where I should have queued out because you can't get it all here. You got to get it on August 21st. Make sure you download, listen, subscribe, follow. Where did we find you?
The baby auntie on all social media.
The baby auntie on all
Yeah.
social media. Do you even know who the big auntie is? She's hilarious. So she'll stand up and flex and be like, she's like 6 foot. So she's like,
Let's go.
this is why I'm the big auntie.
Yeah.
But then Crystal Ashram showed up and is like, I'm the biggest, baddest. And she was just towering over her. I missed it, man. It must have been funny. But we
Yeah,
have
there's the battle of the
baby.
biggest auntie. Who is the biggest auntie?
Right? And we have the baby auntie in the
Yeah.
house.
Well, I got that because I was doing a show called Snag Fest on Six Nations, and they called me the baby auntie, so it kind of stuck after that. But I think it's so funny because like a lot of people might have an auntie that's younger than them, or like
Yeah.
they grow up with. You know what I mean? And like I have an aunt that's younger than me,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's kind of like a play on that too.
Yeah,
but I'm getting
definitely.
older, so I might just be the auntie soon.
Yeah.
Just regular auntie.
Definitely, it's not abnormal in Indian country to have uncles that are younger than you,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. How many more dates do you got on your tour out here on the West Coast?
I only got one more.
One more
Yeah.
show. Where's that?
It's in the Surrey Fusion Festival.
Surrey
tomorrow.
Fusion Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We won't be able to get this episode out by then, but
No,
that's
that's
going to
okay.
be sweet. Surrey Fusion Festival is a big event. They got
Yeah.
a nice venue.
Yeah.
A big stage there. That's not an all Indigenous lineup, is it? It's
No,
more
but I
just-
am playing in the Indigenous village. I did play the main stage the year before, and but it was like so blistering hot. It was crazy, and I was wearing like plastic leather like arm things, and all black. So
Right.
in the hottest day, I don't know why I did that to myself, but it was so funny. Like everyone was watching and super into it, but under the tent, like way over there, and I'm like, there's like no one.
Right.
Because it was so hot. It was really hot.
Oh man, weather does play a big has a big role in it for
Yeah.
sure, right? I mean, I'm sure that any concerts they had outdoors in Edmonton in the last week or two was not happening because they had tornadoes ripping through theirs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have the wildfires going on in Ontario right now,
Yeah.
in northwestern Ontario.
Oh,
It's
man.
pretty devastating.
I hope everything works out good there. I mean, I only got to go out Ontario once, and I missed the sound of circadias.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was that little bird that was outside of our place? We're in
Mourning
Hagersville.
doves?
Oh, mourning doves. I
Ooh,
never knew what.
ooh,
Yeah, we're like, what the heck is that?
Ooh, yeah.
Never heard of
It's a
them
mourning
before.
dove.
We never heard a lot of the different sounds out there. That was so cool.
Yeah.
And,
I live in a swamp, so we have a lot of frogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bullfrogs. Yeah.
I just seen we stayed in Hagersville. For some reason we thought that was going to be central, but everywhere was 150 miles or a couple hours.
Hey, it's central where I'm from. For a long time, that was the only Timmy's nearby.
Oh yeah.
But we have a Timmy's now, so
Yeah,
you know,
there's all
6
kinds
day all
of-
the way, baby. We got a
Right.
Timmy's.
They got Timmy's. They got a bank. They got
Yeah, we got
race
2 banks
tracks.
actually.
Right, they got it going on there, and then the ice cream place down the road there. We saw
Hewitt's.
Hewitt's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
place was
I know.
good too.
I know.
Right.
The ice cream place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So outside of this tour, after that, you're heading back home. You got anything else going on? Any movies or anything that you're trying to do? Or
Well, I mean, I got my last show of the tour upfront is the Upfront Festival
Yeah.
in Toronto, so I'm super excited for that. That's
Yeah.
on August 15th. And I just can't wait to share the visualizer. I'm really proud with how that happened, and like yeah, what do I have next after that? I just got a lot of songs that are going to be coming out, really.
Sick.
You know, I'm a terrible actress, so
yeah, well,
no movies for me.
down
Just
the line,
acting up, that's it.
acting up. That's all we do around here is act up,
Yeah.
anyways. Right? So,
Oh wait, actually, I have a song coming out with an artist called Paper Skies. It's
Yeah.
called Point of View, and I'm super excited. Like, there's a big venue called Rebel in Toronto, and he played our song together there, and he's opening up for Subtronics. So I'm super excited to be a part of that.
Paper
It's-
Skies.
Yeah, yeah.
And is it like hyperpop or
It's more like dubstep.
dubstep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And his crazily enough, his album is coming out August 21st as well. It's called Grayscale.
Oh wow, trying to compete with you, eh?
It was not planned. It just happened that way, I guess. But you know, that's a crazy collaboration that I'm really, really proud about. So I'm like really excited for that to come out.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go out with this little jamski here. And we just want to say thank you to our new cousin.
Yeah,
she just showed up out of nowhere. No, I don't got $20 to lend you. You got to figure it out on your own. But we appreciate to have you here. And, man, it was just, you know, I really loved that song, Semiah, from your dad's album years ago. And to actually have you sitting here is amazing for us to know that I used to listen to that song.
The amount of Semiahs I meet from that, based on that song, is crazy. And to see people being like, it's after this song. Do you know this artist, George Leach? And I'm like, yeah, I know him very well.
Yeah, kind of.
I know, kind of well.
Right. Well, again, we want to thank you for stopping in at Dopest Natives Live. We appreciate you. And, you know, we're looking forward to seeing more from you. And hopefully we run into you down the line. Yeah. And since we're cousins, feel free to reach out anytime, and anything we can do to uplift you and support you, we're
awesome.
here for
I'll take you up on that $20 later.
All right. Sounds good. You heard it here, folks. Dopest Natives Alive, August 21st. North Star's coming out. Semiah in the building. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, bye.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.